the king of Sobada, 2020 and beyond. I imagine Africa will be if women are given the opportunity. This is the time to balance the gender inequality and stop discriminating against women who are in the sinful majority. For the sake of humanity, let's give our women the opportunity, cause they have the capacity to lift the continent from poverty. Africa, give women the opportunity. Africa, give women the opportunity. Africa, give women the opportunity. We are guilty of discrimination in terms of women participation. So let's invest in girls' education so we can increase their representation. Empower the African women to do their best for their nation, so because they have the capacity to lift this continent from poverty. Africa, give women the opportunity. Africa, give women the opportunity. Africa, give women the opportunity. It is so sad, it is so painful. African women have no reputation, even in their quest to serve their nations. Face opposition, discrimination, they go through intimidation, humiliation, and sometimes condemnation. But now, let me tell you, the African woman you see is capable, so make you give her the maximum respect. Never ever underrate and attribute all the hard work to sex. In fact, if we really want to progress Africa, then let us involve them. Let's revise our lessons and change the negative perception that the place for the woman is always the kitchen, but the woman must be seen as a blessing, also as somebody who can do more things. Don't forget, what is good for goose is also good for the gander. Remember, what a man can do, a woman can do it and do it better. This is not a matter of competition, but at least there should be a collaboration. Let us involve our women in decision making and give recognition to their contribution. Africa leaders, this is the time for you to pay attention to girl child education, because that is the only way you can save the future generation. Let us collaborate and change things for the better. But if our women continue to suffer, I bet you we may not go far. The whole of Africa must think about this. My name is the African women. I wish you congratulations. Continue to shine and be the light and show the way. Make you not worry, one day will be your day. Africa, give women the opportunity. 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 Africa, give women the opportunity.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for being here today, for showing up, for caring, and for believing that change begins with us women. I am Nemata Majek, founder and global president of the 50-50 Group of Sierra Leone. When we founded the 50-50 Group back in 2001, there were only 8 women in parliament, just 8. We looked at that number and said, no, this cannot continue. We knew that women in Sierra Leone had the intelligence, the strength, and the passion to shape our nation's future. So we got to work. We trained, we advocated, we pushed. And what happened? In the very next election, after the launching of our group in parliament, that number jumped from 8 to 18. A quantum leap celebrated by Madam Leslie Abdallah, who trained us at the start of our journey. It proved one thing: when women rise, the nation rises. Our mission has always been clear: to challenge the status quo, to break barriers, and to smash the barriers that have kept women on the sidelines, and to declare boldly that politics is not a monopoly of men. We've trained women to speak with confidence, to join political parties, to engage with the media, and to campaign strategically. And the results? Incredible. In Kailan, for example, one courageous woman denied a party nomination, stood as an independent candidate and said, I will not be silent. Believe you me, she won that seat. And we also saw a dynamic woman break the glass ceiling, rising to become leader of the minority party in parliament. These victories remind us that when women step forward, society benefits. We fought alongside with others for the Gender and Equality and Women's Empowerment Act. And today, Sierra Leone has over 30% of women in parliament. But our vision goes further. We are pushing for 50% representation in parliament, in boardrooms, and in every space where decisions are made. And now, as you gather here in the UK, I call on each and every one of you, join us. Join the 50-50 group of UK and Ireland. Let your voice be part of this unstoppable movement for justice, equality, and real change. Politics is not a monopoly of men. It is a shared responsibility. Democracy is government of the people, by the people, and for the people. And if people means both men and women, then we must take our rightful place. It is our God-given right, our duty, and our destiny to stand tall and lead. So let's rise together. Let's organize, let's mobilize, and let's make history once again. Join the 50-50 group, because when women lead, nations succeed. Thank you, and let's continue to stand side by side and make a difference together.